last thing we're going to do here is some reviews of Weber Kettle grills, which are the best grills you can buy. Highly thought of. I had one, but I got rid of it. But I think I'm getting a new. I think I'm going to
get rid of it.
Oh, because I didn't take care of it. I didn't cover it at night. I do that with my grills all the time. They last 1 year because I don't cover them.
Have you considered covering them?
Have you considered that maybe I get other things going on in my life and I forget to cover them?
Yeah. After he said that, he shot out his big fucking rod, his big metal rod. I don't know what it's about. It's a wand.
It's my magic wand.
Okay.
So I looked at some Kettle grill or Weber. First, we look at the Weber Kettle on Amazon. I got the prices of everything because we know we like to look at the price before we. So this is the
price. I like to know the price of something, like to know what we're dealing with first.
This is the Weber Original Kettle Premium Charcoal Grill, 22 inches, black. It costs $219. So it's a good price.
That's for me. That's like that's within my price range. If I was getting a grill, I could actually look at getting something like that.
So this first review, 0 stars, flimsy leg and cheap engineering all around. Zoom says. He goes, this is one of the worst things I've purchased in my life.
Whoa. Like, period? Like, think about all the things you purchase in your life. Like, think about it as like you purchase like some gum and it like turns out to be like, it tastes like so bad to you or what, like, or you like, think about some of the things that you purchase. Maybe even possibly like something at a funeral home for like, one of your dead relatives or something like that. And this guy is saying that this is the worst thing he's ever purchased.
And wait till you hear one of the reasons why is mind-blowing here. He goes, you will be receiving this in a cube-shaped box containing the kettle and its various parts. You'll have to assemble it yourself. So I think he thought they were going to put an assembled grill on the Amazon truck and drop it off at his house.
I mean, buddy,
also cube-shaped box is a very funny way to describe it.
A cube-shaped box, like a box,
not a kettle-shaped box. Like it.
Yeah.
What would he prefer?
You wouldn't want a kettle-shaped box, though. This guy would. He goes, the worst part of the unboxing and assembling was having to actually put the legs together myself and handle what Weber seems to think is acceptable to represent their brand. They use cheap, shiny plastic rods made to look like chrome and a convoluted process to attach them to the bottom of the kettle. And then there's their method of attaching the kiddo plastic wheels with one-time retaining rings covered with a plastic cap. He goes, I won't describe the other elements used to hold the handle atop the kettle cover or the fact that said cover has a hook designed to hang on the cover on the side of the kettle, which scratches the finish and paint of the kettle where it hangs from. With these many 5-star reviews and praise, the reason why I order this, I'm a little confused as to why people have such low expectations.
Well,
this market is up for grabs by a better, smarter design and attention to details. If this is
up for grabs,
it's so weird.
Like, listen, if anyone's reading this and you want to do a grill in this price range, there's a big fucking opening in the market right now. I'm not the guy to do it, but maybe you are.
Me, Chris, and Eva are announcing our Kettle Grill.
Our Kettle Grill
company.
For $229, and we're gonna use the fucking sturdiest ass fucking legs you have ever seen. No cheap plastic. I mean, it sounds to me like this is a lower cost grill.
No,
and so
this is the most expensive kettle you can get, and it's not. The legs are. Listen, I had a Weber.
Oh no,
kettle.
I wasn't. Sorry, just to be clear, I just mean like in general, like a kettle grill is like a lower cost one,
Yeah.
Like because some of these things I don't know if you can do with grills, but with smokers stuff, yeah, like we were saying, it's thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
So maybe the parts aren't going to be but as long as it stands up, it's the grilling components that are, that's what you need to be concerned with, as long as it stands in one place.
And the legs are hard to attach. I will say that. This Jesse goes, I grew up on
how the fuck would you know?
because I had one.
Your fucking wife put it together.
No, that's a different grill. I put my other one together.
Okay.
The one I threw away. I wish I still had it. I should have kept it. Weber's last forever, you know. Jesse says, I grew up on Weber grills. and this thing is a piece of junk. Pieces missing. The lid fell apart within 2 weeks. It doesn't maintain heat. Weber, what have you done to an American classic? I'm so dissatisfied. But, you know, Amazon blacklists people for returning things. So I guess I'll deal with my very expensive barbecue piece of junk.
They do.
Do you guys know about the Amazon blacklist?
Do they blacklist people? For
I don't think.
No, I don't.
Dude,
think
I'm wondering now. I'm a little worried. I've been returning stuff lately. So
what have you returned?
Shit, you caught me off guard there. Oh, the Lego set, the Mega Block set. I bought a Mega Block set instead of Lego, and the piece. What?
Why'd you?
Because it was a He-Man one, and I wanted to build a He-Man thing.
What's the last Lego set that you got? Because after the Titanic, have you got any other like decent builds?
I've got like 6 I've got a lot. I built the Orient Express. I'm building Dungeons and Dragons now. I'm going to be doing Assembly Square. So my wife is making me buy a table before I buy any more sets, though.
Mm-hmm.
Lego table?
Yeah, I don't want to.
Table.
Well, so I could build a city because I said I wanted to build a city, and now I regret that I did that because now she's like, "When are you going to build your city?" And I'm like, "I'd rather."
She's trying to. She's so supportive, and she's a real saint, as everyone always comments. But like, she's trying to steer him gently towards some semblance of organization with the Lego, is what I feel, because I think it's kind of strewn everywhere, and
it's all over.
He's building it like on the kitchen table. Like that's where he builds it. He sits there and he watches wrestling and he builds it on the kitchen table. So if you can imagine you want to come have breakfast or whatever, and there's fucking Lego shit all over the place, and you don't have any children, and you're like, what the fuck am I, what's going on here?
I do have a child, by the way. I have a daughter.
Yeah, I know, but it's not her Lego. And she's 19 and she doesn't live there anymore, really. She's at school now.
Yeah.
So.
Brian, here's my advice. Earplugs.
Mm-hmm.
When she says,
"Oh yeah," when she tells you to build the city, just toss them in and be really theatrical with it as well. Make a big deal of you putting them in.
I wish I could do how many shoes do you have, but she only has like 4 pairs of shoes.
Does she have anything? A lot of anything?
I have more shoes than she does.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're a big shoe guy. So does she have anything, like a lot of anything? You don't have to say it because I don't want to.
Plants. She has a lot of plants, but it don't bother me. That's the thing.
Because plants are like fucking fantastic. What is she? She has a bunch of plants she takes care of that like make your house nicer and better, and the air better in the home, and like that's good for.
They don't bother me at all, though. The Legos don't. I have Legos.
Yeah, but have you thought about, because remember we did on the Lego episode, there's those Lego plants. Have you thought about maybe doing some Lego plant builds?
I have some of those here. The MF Studio 22-inch Kettle charcoal grill, porcelain enameled lid and bowl with slide-out ash catcher for barbecue patio. This is basically the same grill, but it's $129.99. So the quality's probably going to take a dip. Let's check in. Robert H. says, cheap, unworthy of grilling. Do not buy this grill. Not user-friendly. I think it's one of the funniest things.
Not user-friendly. You just got to turn. I mean, I guess there is a little bit, like, it depends. Like, is this is charcoal or is this?
Yeah. This is a charcoal grill.
So I guess there is like maybe a little bit. You got to like put the stuff and light it or whatever. But yeah, it's not. It's pretty easy. You just got to put the thing on top of the grill and then get the fire going.
Chris, guys, the things you need to put this together is really the problem. He goes, you need drivers, vice grips, and 6-year-old hands to assemble. So
6-year-old
do you have access to 6-year-old's hands? I don't personally.
I will.
You're about 5 years away.
I'm about 5.5 years away, and I'll have 6-year-old hands.
He goes, no easy way to dump used charcoal, unstable legs, and the lid is not hinged. The grill part rusts. Whoever designed this must be in preschool. $130 wasted. Do not buy. So 3MA says, I would highly not recommend this.
Got me. Got me. Oh, I was like, oh, okay. Oh, so somebody likes it, and then, oh no,
not is capital A. It's like Wayne's World. Not. Get out of here. I would highly not recommend this grill. On the first use of this, the bottom lever that controls airflow broke off. I requested, this is one of my favorite. I've never read a review where this happens, and I loved it. He goes, I requested a refund and to return it. I was shocked at the $1,100 return fee to ship it back to China.
No. Something he's being scammed or something. This isn't a real. Do you know what I mean? That's not a real thing. It can't be.
And he goes, in addition,
yeah, they can't.
Well, then that's fine. It's $1,200. You get it back though. They'll send you a good one that works.
That can't be. That can't be. He's either lying or it's like he's being scammed.
He goes, in addition, the quality of the other materials of the grill are poor. I now have a broken grill and the loss of the price of a grill. So he's very sad. This guy goes, don't buy. 1 star is closest I can get to 0 stars. I've seen some junk in my day, but this is the worst ever by far. I thought I was ordering a Weber. It turns out it was an Amazon bait and switch. I usually see those, but this one slipped by me. That's my bad. This pile of junk is so ridiculously bad, I'm not even bothering to disassemble and ship back. I made a $90 mistake. Friday is trash day.
Yeah, I'd say that's fair. I mean, the only thing he got wrong was that he did the review.
Yes, Steve Miller. Not the one we know, not the Space Cowboy or the Gangster of Love.
How do you know?
I mean, if it's Steve Miller, then that's trouble. That's a PR fucking disaster for these girls because Steve Miller has a platform.
Oh, a huge platform. He's one of the biggest. He's got one of the biggest podcasts on Spotify.
Some people call me Maurice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He goes, I thought I was ordering a Weber since that was what my search was for. It turns out that this flimsy Chinese copy is not as well built. Even the metal is not as substantial. Very disappointed.
Yeah, I mean, I think that is a thing that happens on Amazon, right? Where it's like it's like a look, because this isn't a Weber grill, right?
Right, but I've never accidentally.
No, you don't accidentally because you're not a doofus, but you do see the listings for it. You don't click on them, but you see the listings. You're like searching for this particular product, and it gives you all of these different options that are like way cheaper. And so you're like, oh, this is a knockoff. This is a bullshit version of it, But it definitely does do that. It definitely puts them in front of you.